Be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 13 through 17. Be prepared to share. The teenager stood her ground while her high school group was visiting a home for people in rehab from addictions. Claire engaged in conversation with 20-something man who towered over her in size. They talked about faith. Claire clearly presented the gospel of Jesus. He countered with his spiritual views, which were very different. Back and forth they went in a friendly give and take way. Finally, the young man looked at Claire and said, "You got me. I can't argue with what you're saying." Though he didn't put his faith in Jesus, a seed had been planted, and while Claire would have loved for the young man to have received Christ, her disappointment was balanced by the reality that she'd done what God had called her to do that day. Be prepared to give an answer. She had lovingly shared God's plan of salvation. Claire wasn't ashamed of the gospel. She was prepared to give an answer to everyone who asked you to give the reason for the hope that you have. And she knew how to let her conversation be full of grace, so she would know how to answer the young man in the right spirit. What a privilege God gives us to make Christ known to others. Let's be ready to share with others as He provides what we need.